Mankind has so far experienced two great social revolutions, agricultural and industrial. At the base of this great social revolution are innovation in the system of social technology. The agricultural revolution, also called the Neolithic Revolution, that marked the transition in human history from small nomadic bands of hunter-gatherers to larger agricultural settlement and early civilization. The agricultural revolution started around 10,000 BC in the Fertile Crescent, a boomerang-shaped region of the Middle East where humans first took up farming.
It may have taken humans hundreds or even thousands of years to transition fully from a lifestyle of subsisting on wild plants to keeping small gardens and later tending large crop fields. Some of the earliest evidence of farming comes from the archaeological site of Tel Abu Huraira, a small village located the Euphrates River in modern Syria. Several large stone tools for grinding grain have been found at the site.
The Neolithic farmers selected for crops that can be harvested easily, while wheat, for instance, falls to the ground and shatters when it is ripe. Early humans preferred wheat that stayed on the stem for easier harvesting.
As humans began to experiment with farming, they also started domesticating animals, and the first farm animals are sheep and cattle. Domestication is the process by which farmers select for desirable traits by breeding successive generations of a plant or animal. Over time, the domestic species becomes different from its wild relative. The agricultural revolution had a variety of consequences for humans. It has been linked to everything from societal inequality, which is a result of humans' increased dependence on the land and fears of scarcity, to a decline in nutrition and the rise in infectious diseases contracted from domesticated animals. But the new period also ushered in the potential for modern societies, civilizations characterized by large population centers, improved technology, and advancements in knowledge, arts, and trade.
The Industrial Revolution was a period of major industrialization and innovation. During the late 1700s and early 1800s, the Industrial Revolution began in Great Britain, and it transformed largely rural, agrarian societies in Europe and America into industrialized urban ones.
Before the revolution, most people's livelihood was farming and they lived in widespread rural communities. With the advance of factories, people began working for companies located in urban areas for the first time. Often the wages were low and conditions were harsh. However, working for businesses paid a better living than farming. The first electric generator was invented by Michael Faraday in 1831, the Faraday disc. Although the machine's design was not very effective, Faraday's experimentation with electromagnetism, including the discovery of electromagnetic induction, soon led to improvements, such as the dynamo, which was the first generator capable of delivering power for industry.
Elias Howe made the first ever lock stitch sewing machine in the world in 1846. His invention allowed for the mass production of clothing, expanding the nation's textile industry. It has also revolutionized the sewing industry and freed women from some of the drudgery of daily life at the time, and indulged hobbies like fashion. Thomas Edison's invention of the electric light bulb in 1879 became the means by which large factories could be eliminated. Extending shifts and increasing manufacturing output, it helped establish social order after sundown, extended the workday well into the night, and allowed people to navigate and travel safely in the dark.
The positives and negatives of the Industrial Revolution are complex. On one hand, unsafe working conditions were common and pollution from coal and gas are legacies we still struggle with today. On the other, moving to cities and the inventions that made clothing, communication, and transportation more affordable and accessible to the masses changed the course of world history. Regardless of many issues, the Industrial Revolution had a transformative economic, social, and cultural impact and played an integral role in laying the foundations for modern society.